Cascade Sports. I'm Marlo Garlington. We're here at the NRE Gym for Safe Surviving Spouse and Family Endowment Sparring Session for Guns N Hoses charity event. Right now I have Tom Schatzle. How's it going, Tom?
Good, and yourself?
Good, good. Tom, tell us a little bit about yourself and your career with the Olathe, Kansas Police Department.
I'm retired after 28 years of police department, worked for the police department. I was originally a New York City police officer for 10 years. And then I came to relocated to the Midwest, and I worked for the Lenexa Police Department for 4 years in Olathe for the last 12. I retired in February of 2011 after 28 years.
Okay, great. Can you give us a little background on the Guns N Hoses event?
Yeah, I originally started, I believe, in 2005. We had our first event, basically nationwide. They had the idea. Some people got together, we talked about it. We thought it would be a great way to promote the safe organization and have the opportunity for police and fire and emergency personnel to have the opportunity to compete against each other in a you know, kind of that rivalry and kind of have that fun between both agencies and that natural competitive nature between the two. And also you get a chance to be a part of something great.
Okay, and tell us what your involvement has been with the event.
I was one of the original founding committee members for this event back in '05. Was sat on the board with several others. Also competed as a fighter in the first 3 events. And was able to fight and practice and train and learn, hone up my skills, and have an opportunity to work with a lot of great guys that I'm still friends with, police and fire and MEDAC. Was able to bring a lot of people into it who maybe had an interest but maybe were a little shy and had a little reservations. And we were able to get guys an opportunity to train and to have an opportunity to do something great and to help others. After the 3rd event, I had a pretty significant knee injury, so I had to transition from fighting to coaching. I coached several fighters. One is a 3-time champion, a female police officer from Olathe, named Angie Ferris. And then last year, came back to the event, and the guys talked me into coming back for one more fight, and so I came out last year and had a good fight. Unfortunately, I was able to win that fight and do well. Time and injuries have caught up to me a little bit, so this year I focused primarily on my committee and being a coach for the other guys.
Okay, great. It's good to get all 3 of these teams together, EMS, police, fire, get them in together on one common ground.
Absolutely. You know, a lot of people don't realize how much we actually interact with each other on a daily basis. You know, when I go on a call for a car accident, MEDAC's there, fire department guys are there. A lot of people don't realize the fire department is mainly paramedics and EMTs. Majority of the time, they spend doing more medical emergencies than they actually do with fire emergencies. And we interact with each other on a regular basis, and we have a lot of things that we do. We train together in many ways. We police use fire facilities for certain training, and they use our stuff. I worked at the police academy for years as an instructor, and I've trained fire marshals that, you know, because they're law enforcement officers. And so you always have that hybridization, that crossbreeding between us all. That, and you have that natural rivalry, who's better, who's the baddest cat, you know.
Exactly.
And so, and you have that chance to go out and mix it up with a few guys, but still be friends and go get a beer or whatever later.
At the end of the day, still friends.
And at the end of the day, we'd all give our lives to one another without a second's hesitation.
Right. All right, Tom, tell us how rigorous the training is for this event.
Very vigorous. In fact, I tell people if you can survive the training, the fight is the easiest part, to be honest with you. Because you go out, you fight for your 3 minutes, hopefully, if it lasts that long. 3 minutes of fighting with a 3-minute rest, and really, the training is vigorous. You got to be in shape. You have to have heart. You have to have some of the eye of the tiger, and you have to have the desire to let somebody else probably punch you a few times while you're doing it. The great thing is it builds camaraderie, it builds some strength, it keeps you young, and it keeps you a part of something, and you're a part of something really special. Not to mention that in my time as an officer, I lost several friends in the line of duty who were killed or seriously injured, and I know what it's like for those guys and their families, and I remember them. And when it's hard, I think about what it must be like for them. And I think it's a lot easier for me standing here in the gym sweating and doing the training than it was for some of them. And some of them, if they were still here, they'd be with it.
Right. Tom, tell us a little advice you would give to a first-timer stepping in the ring.
Probably the best advice I would have is be ready, train hard and be focused, but also, besides the boxing and all the other training, remember to have fun. You're going to be overwhelmed with the crowd and the smoke, and your song's going to play, and everybody's going to expect you to be, go out there and be great, but remember to have some fun, but be ready, train hard, prepare, and ultimately, if you fought your best and you did everything that you could do, and the person was better than you, then you can live with that. If they weren't, and you lost because you failed to do something, then come back next year, let us know what it was, we'll work with you, and we'll figure it out, and then we'll take it from there, and hopefully have a different result.
All right, well, you heard it first from Tom. Tom, do you have any shout-outs?
Just to remember all my friends and all the guys that are still out there, and all the people that are still doing the job. The world would not be the same without our people, and I think it's important folks remember guys like us, because it's a thankless job in many ways, and a lot of people take you for granted, and that's something that they shouldn't do.
Okay, great. Well, you heard it first from Tom. We hope that everyone comes out and support the Guns N Hoses charity event, November 2nd, Grand Ballroom at Bartle Hall. I'm Marlo Garlington. You can check out more videos on CascadeSports.tv.
CMG wants you to always remember, the victory we call success goes to the best prepared. When you invest in your community, you're really just investing in yourself. Thanks.